Hello, and welcome to that episode of Cooking with Corona. Although, as you'll know by now, if you've been watching this series, we're not actually cooking with Corona. We are, in fact, cooking in circumstances of lockdown during the pandemic. That is, of course, unless you're suffering from COVID-19 whilst you're doing this, in which case we are, in fact, cooking with Corona in both respects of the connotations within that sentence. Now, today's recipe is, I think, the first breakfast recipe that I've done since the Bubble and Squeak one. I could be wrong about that, but I think it is. And you've probably been wondering, after the use of suet for steak and kidney pudding, as well as the suet that's used in Christmas mincemeat, what is he going to do with the spare kidneys? Well, this is it. This is the recipe of devilled kidneys. We'll be following a recipe from the late, great Two Fat Ladies, who not all of you will like, but still, it's a recipe. I think you'll like it. Right, first thing to do is to give them a little wash. Cut out the core, which is this part. You can get a little bag. The initial recipe calls for a freezer bag. I don't seem to have any one of those at the moment, but it doesn't really matter. I've got this small bag here. Get 2 tablespoons full of flour. That's more like 2.5 what I've got there. A little salt in there. Some pepper as well. Of course, my pepper has turmeric in there, but it's okay. It's supposed to be spicy and a tad exotic in its flavour. And now taking the kidneys, put them into this little mixture of flour, salt and pepper, and in my case turmeric as well. And then take the bag and mix it all together. Get them nice and coated in there. Hopefully we'll make them nice and crispy. By the way, if you're on a gluten-free diet, I dare say you can do this with rice flour or gram flour, maybe a little corn flour as well to get extra crispiness. Then get a little pan and melt some butter in it. Now, I've got it on low heat. In fact, I've turned it down a bit there. Then get an onion, or half an onion maybe, and cut that, because that's going to go on the butter first. Now, while they're cooking away in that pan, here's some nice mushroom ketchup. That's optional. You can find other things to use instead. Put a slurp of that in a bowl. Nice. A little mustard powder added to taste. One would normally add cayenne pepper. I rather infuriatingly cannot find it today. So, here's this garlic salt, and I'll put that in. Little less than a tablespoon. Here's some paprika as well. Fenugreek, why not? Tiniest pinch of oregano. Nice concoction looking like that. Worcestershire sauce, of course, that has to go in. Give it a kick. Other recipes like to add a little tomato puree. I probably will as well. This is actually increasingly bearing very little resemblance to the Two Fat Ladies recipe, but it's all right. I've looked up the wrong one by accident and the right one, kind of matching the Two Fat Ladies one with the Hairy Bikers one, which I know would appall my stepfather, who disliked them both, but if the recipe works and provided my hair isn't too long and I'm not smoking or have nail polish the way the Two Fat Ladies did, we should be alright. Tabasco would normally add. I think I've got some hot sauce left, but right here I've got some sweet chili sauce from a Chinese takeaway. I'll put that in, see what happens. Put the lot in. Now I'm going to put the kidneys with the flour mixture into that, I've added some oil to the butter and the onions, and now I'm just going to add these floured and peppered kidneys to the mixture, like so. Here they are, and we'll just let them cook for a bit. By the way, I briefly took the kidneys out and cut them in half. I should have done this earlier. So a little bit of that, a little bit of coating, see, put that in, same as the others. Alright, now that they've cooked a fair bit, take this sauce and turn the heat down a little bit and cook. What a lovely smell that is, look. Now while that's cooking, let's toast some bread. Because we're going to put that lovely dish on the toast. I think I'll toast the bread under a grill rather than in a toaster, because then I'm hoping that it'll cook at the same pace that these kidneys are cooking. Now butter the toast, and now these kidneys are about done. I'll put them on. Then take a little parsley, pull it together and sprinkle that on top. Lovely, isn't it? Let's have a nice little taste then. Toast first of all, make sure I can still do that. Kidneys. Oh gosh. They've missed the stalk out of that one. Oh, that's even better. What? Just as a future recipe, future reference, the sauce I made, which diverted quite significantly from its source material, can be used on other things as well. Chicken drumsticks, pork chops perhaps. I think it will do very nicely on almost anything. Probably be nice on a vegetarian dish like, I don't know, mushrooms, fried mushrooms or something like that. So, deviled kidneys. Try it yourself if you like, if you fancy. If you don't like, then feel free not to. See you next episode. Thanks a lot. Bye.